the question is, can you actually get enough vitamin D just from your diet, from the food that you're eating? Let's talk about that. Now, the RDAs, the dietary recommendation for vitamin D per day, is 400 to 800 international units, okay? But these figures were designed to prevent a disease, okay, like rickets. They're not designed to maintain a healthy body. So in actuality, these should be a lot higher. But let's take a look at the foods. Oysters, 3.5 ounces, give you 640 IUs. Okay, so that's not quite 800, but it's something. Salmon, fatty fish, 4 ounces, 410 IUs. Sardines, 3 ounces, 175 IUs. Tuna, 4 ounces, 92 IUs. So you could see that the fish that's not as fatty doesn't have the quantities of vitamin D. One egg is 42 IUs, and that's in the yolk. Cod liver oil, 1 tablespoon, 1,360 IUs. So there you have it right there. That's really a good source. Beef liver, 3.5 ounces, 30 IUs, not too much. Mushrooms, a half a cup, is 20 IUs, but this is actually an inactive version of vitamin D, vitamin D2. So that's to convert into D3, and these are all D3. And the conversion is not that great. So the answer is it's extremely difficult, if not impossible, to get your vitamin D from just the food, okay? Now, sun will give you, or may give you, 1,000 international units per 10 minutes of sun if you're younger, okay? Because as you age, the skin doesn't absorb as much vitamin D. In fact, as you age, you need 3 times as much sun to get the same level of vitamin D, okay? If you're thin, overweight people have a harder time absorbing vitamin D. If you're lighter skin, the darker the skin, the more vitamin D you need, okay? It's actually 5 times more. So you just need more vitamin D because of the pigment. And if you have any vitamin D receptor mutations, you're going to need a lot more sun or vitamin D. And a lot of people actually have a mutation in the receptor for vitamin D, preventing them from absorbing it. Next one is if you live in the South, if you live in somewhere in the North, if you live in Canada or Alaska, your level of vitamin D is going to be dramatically lower. If you're being exposed to the sun midday, you'll get this amount of vitamin D from 10 minutes. If you have a lot of skin exposure, so you have to have your shirt off, you have to have shorts on, you have to get it in your face, you know. If you're just having a shirt and maybe you're just exposing your hands and your face, which I'll do a video just on that alone, you're really not going to get the vitamin D levels. And you have to make sure there's no sunscreens. You have to make sure you have a healthy liver. In fact, the fattier the liver, the less vitamin D you're going to absorb. Also, if you're not on medications, right? If you're on medications, that will block your vitamin D. And also if you're not stressed, because the higher the cortisol, the less vitamin D you're going to be exposed to. So sun will help you if these conditions are in place. And the reason I'm bringing this up is that a lot of people are deficient. Up to 57% of the population is deficient in vitamin D. And it might be a good idea to either focus on getting more sun or even take vitamin D as a supplement. Thanks for watching. So if you're enjoying this content, go ahead and share it with someone that could really benefit from it.